The recent passing of Jane Etta Pitt, the mother of Hollywood icon Brad Pitt, has left the actor and his family in mourning. At 84 years old, Jane's death marks a profound loss for the Pitt family, who have been a relatively private presence despite Brad's global fame. Her passing was announced through an emotional tribute shared by a close family friend, which painted a picture of a woman who was not only a devoted mother but also a pillar of strength and compassion in her community. Jane Etta Pitt was born in a small town in Missouri, where she raised Brad and his siblings, Doug and Julie, in a nurturing environment grounded in faith and family values. Described as warm, witty, and fiercely independent, Jane was a schoolteacher who dedicated much of her life to education and philanthropy. Her influence on Brad's life was significant, shaping his values and grounding him amid the whirlwind of Hollywood stardom. The tribute highlighted her love for her children, her unwavering support for their dreams, and her quiet strength in the face of personal challenges. Brad, known for his roles in films like Fight Club, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, has often spoken about his close relationship with his mother. In interviews, he credited Jane with instilling in him a sense of humility and a strong moral compass. Despite his high-profile career and the intense media scrutiny that came with it, Jane remained a constant source of guidance, offering advice and encouragement from her home in Springfield, Missouri. Her passing represents not only a personal loss for Brad but also the end of an era for the Pitt family, who relied on her wisdom and warmth. The tribute shared by the family friend described Jane's final days as peaceful, surrounded by loved ones. She had been battling health issues in recent years, though the exact cause of her death was not disclosed in the announcement. The focus, instead, was on her legacy of kindness and generosity. Jane was known for her involvement in local charities, particularly those focused on education and children's welfare. She and her husband, William Pitt, who passed away several years earlier, were active members of their church community, often organizing fundraisers and community events. Brad's relationship with his mother was not without its complexities, particularly in light of his high-profile personal life. His divorce from Angelina Jolie and the subsequent custody battles over their 6 children, Maddox, Pax, Zahara, Shiloh, Knox, and Vivian, drew significant media attention, and Jane was known to have strong opinions about her son's relationships. Reports from the past suggest that Jane was vocal about her disapproval of certain aspects of Brad's personal decisions, particularly during his marriage to Jolie. However, those close to the family emphasized that her love for Brad never wavered, and she remained a steadfast supporter, even during turbulent times. The loss of Jane comes at a time when Brad is navigating a busy professional life. In recent years, he has taken on a mix of acting and producing roles, earning critical acclaim for his work. His production company, Plan B Entertainment, has been behind several successful films, and he continues to be a prominent figure in the industry. However, those close to Brad say that his mother's death has prompted him to reflect deeply on his family and his priorities. The tribute noted that Brad was by his mother's side in her final moments, a testament to the deep bond they shared. Jane's influence extended beyond her immediate family. She was a beloved figure in her community, known for her infectious laugh and her ability to connect with people from all walks of life. Stories shared in the tribute paint a picture of a woman who was equally comfortable hosting a church bake sale as she was engaging in deep conversations about life and faith. Her commitment to education was particularly notable. She spent decades teaching elementary school, where she inspired countless students with her passion for learning. Even after retiring, she remained active in mentoring young teachers and supporting local schools. The Pitt family's roots in Missouri provided a grounding contrast to Brad's Hollywood lifestyle. Jane and William raised their children in a modest home, emphasizing hard work and integrity. Brad has often spoken about how his upbringing shaped his worldview, crediting his parents with teaching him the importance of perseverance and kindness. Jane, in particular, was known for her no-nonsense approach to parenting, balanced by a deep well of affection for her children. Her passing leaves a void not only for Brad but also for his siblings, who relied on her as a source of stability. In the wake of Jane's death, tributes from friends, colleagues, and community members have poured in, highlighting her impact. Social media posts from those who knew her describe a woman who was quick to offer a kind word or a helping hand. Her charitable work, particularly in supporting underprivileged children, was a cornerstone of her life. The tribute shared by the family friend included anecdotes about Jane's ability to make everyone feel valued, from her students to her neighbors to the celebrities she met through Brad's career. Brad's siblings, Doug and Julie, have also been affected by their mother's passing. Doug, a businessman, and Julie, a philanthropist, have largely stayed out of the public eye, but they were deeply involved in Jane's life and care in her later years. The family's close-knit nature was evident in the way they rallied around Jane during her health struggles, with Brad making frequent trips to Missouri to spend time with her. The tribute emphasized that Jane's greatest joy was her family, particularly her grandchildren, whom she adored. The public response to Jane's death has been one of sympathy and respect. Fans of Brad Pitt have taken to social media to express their condolences, recognizing the personal nature of his loss. The entertainment industry, too, has acknowledged Jane's influence, with colleagues sharing stories of her warmth during visits to set or industry events. Her passing serves as a reminder of the personal lives behind the public personas of celebrities, highlighting the universal experience of grief. For Brad, the loss of his mother is likely to have a lasting impact. At 61, he is at a stage in his career where he is reflecting on his legacy, both as an actor and as a father. Jane's death may prompt him to prioritize family even more, particularly as he continues to navigate his relationship with his children. The custody disputes with Jolie have been a source of ongoing tension, but sources close to Brad suggest that he is committed to being a present and engaged father. Jane's legacy lives on through her children and the values she instilled in them. Her love for education, community, and family will continue to influence the Pitt family's endeavors, from Brad's philanthropic work to Julie's charitable initiatives. The tribute closed with a call to honor Jane's memory by supporting the causes she cared about, particularly those related to children's education and welfare. A memorial service is planned in Springfield, where friends and family will gather to celebrate her life.